I want you guys to know that I wanted to wear a sweatband to today's recording. Today, Junior. Yes, I wanted to wear a sweatband. However, I could not find one on short notice.
Because why did you want to wear a sweatband?
Because it's a really good fashion choice. And also because we're talking about movement and exercise today.
Exercise and movement, which is so fucking important for you.
And I love it. Yeah. I love it so hard.
I like it. It's a deep like, though. But I do it because it makes me feel good.
You know, I never started working out until I got pregnant with my first child. I had never worked out before.
Really?
Ever.
Huh.
I tried to do cross country in high school for like 2 weeks and then I quit. I was not a movement girly. I was a reading girly and I was not active at all.
I have always done some kind of something, whether it be like soccer when I was really little or ballet or gymnastics or cheerleading, ski team. I've just always been active. So.
And there lies the difference in our upbringing.
It's so funny. I know, huh? So funny though, because it's like now you've grown passionate for it. Mm-hmm. Whereas, you know, I like to do it, but I do it out of necessity. I don't do it out of passion. So.
Well, I think I started it out of necessity and it just became something that made me feel so good that it has become a passion.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Like, because I've been consistent for a couple weeks now and my body feels so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not even losing weight and I still feel so much better. So there's that.
Yeah. Movement is so good.
Movement is so good for you. So why is it good for you?
I mean, physically it's good for you because the American lifestyle is a little more laid back, sedentary. Mm-hmm. And we're not designed to be sitting all the time. We were designed to be moving. So physically, we do need exercise. We do need movement. And that doesn't necessarily mean a hardcore cardio class. It could mean yoga. Yeah. You know, movement though. Walking. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But also mentally. Like,
that's pretty much why I do it, honestly.
Yeah. Like you notice a change in your brain and how you feel about yourself, how you feel about others, your patience level, you know, just how you feel overall in your mental health. If you have those endorphins going from the exercise and just, everything connects. And when you're exercising, you just feel better.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I feel so much better. Like just even 2 weeks of being consistent with it, 4 to 5 days a week, you know, 3 days a week is like the average that's like needed to maintain, right? Mm-hmm. You probably know more about exercise than I do.
Well, and sometimes people think like, this sucks, I don't want to do it, it's not making me feel better until they quit.
Yeah.
And then they go, oh, actually, it's kind of like with vitamins sometimes, like you don't notice that it's making a difference until you stop taking them. And then you're like, well, actually, I do feel crummy now.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. Like my body will hurt more. It's so weird though, because you think if you're working out all the time, like you'll be sore as shit. But it's really the sore or the stagnicity. How do you say that word?
That's how you say it now.
Okay, well, just made a new word. Somebody call it Britannica, okay?
Yeah.
Anyways, that like your body being stagnant hurts me. It hurts me more than being sore from working out.
It's a different kind of pain. Like you get like these weird aches and pains and your body just hurts. Whereas when you're in movement more, like your body feels more loosened up, more limber.
You make me want to like do yoga. I'm going to have to do some workout after this because you're getting me pumped.
I'm going for a walk after this.
Awesome. Yeah. What kind of movement do you like?
Well, firstly, I think it's important to say don't do workouts that you hate unless you hate all workouts, in which case you'll learn to love something.
Yeah.
But and I don't love cardio. So like I hate cardio videos. So like I have Beachbody On Demand. Mm-hmm. I hate cardio day. Hate it. So what I'll try and do instead is go for a jog outside. And that'll be my cardio instead. Because if I'm outside and I am going somewhere and I have fresh air, and I'm not like a sprinter or anything. Mm-hmm. I'm a slow, like 13, 14 minute mile kind of gal. I have short legs, okay? Don't judge me. But I like that kind of cardio. So there are swaps you can make if there's something that you just really loathe, you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's important to mix it up too. Like sometimes my exercise looks like going for a walk with my kids. Sometimes it looks like doing yoga, especially if I'm on my period or right about to start my period. Like listen to your body. And if you're low energy, like do something low energy. Do some yoga, do some stretching, do some foam rolling.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah.
I foam roll like every other day.
Lift some weights.
See, I'm the weightlifter. That's my favorite.
I do love lifting weights.
I too have Beachbody on demand. There's no sales pitch in this.
Yeah, we're not getting any kickback for this.
Yeah. So we just, prefer that platform.
I kind of wish we were now. Beachbody, if you're listening.
Yeah, so I'm doing a workout right now on Beachbody where it's heavy lifting. And I feel so good afterwards. You would think that like lifting 20, 30, 40 pounds, you'd be like, oh, but I feel like beast mode afterwards. I'm like, look at these goods, you know, and it feels so good. And I work up as much of a sweat as I would if I was like running or on the stationary bike.
Sometimes more so.
Yeah. So what are some health benefits? I know we kind of got into it and why is it good for you, but what about the health benefits? Because I'm asking you specifically because health coach.
I'm a health coach.
This is your forte.
Well, I mean, besides mental, you mean like physical health benefits? So you mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, it depends on what you're doing. So, for example, hormone regulation, endorphin production, it helps you eat better. Sometimes when you work out, you'll be more hungry, but you need good, clean foods to give you the energy for the workouts.
Got it.
So that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's good for all kinds of things, really. Like I said, all of it's connected. So just working out isn't going to solve all your problems. Like if you just work out and don't change anything else, you're not going to lose 100 pounds. Most weight loss happens in the kitchen.
I've heard that. Like Shaun T always says, or
abs are made in the kitchen.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's true.
Abs
They
are
are
in the kitchen.
Yeah. But it's all connected. Like how you sleep, how you eat, your movement. All of those things are connected, and you can't ignore all of the areas. You have to pay attention to all of them and have a proper balance.
It's good to note that because you can get yoked in the gym for 2 hours a day, but then if you're like, sleeping like shit or drinking too much alcohol or, it's kind of counterintuitive, I guess is what you're saying.
Well, and there's those young people or genetically blessed people who don't have to eat right and can just go to the gym and they will look like they're healthy. They have the muscles, they're toned, they're fit, they'll look like they're healthy. But has anybody noticed that football players are having heart attacks?
Yeah.
Like there are serious things happening out there and it's not all working out. If an NFL football player can have a heart attack, clearly the working out is not the problem.
Yeah. That's crazy. So like working out is maybe a more external thing for those type of people.
Sometimes.
Like just to look.
Some people use working out as just a way to look good. They want to look good and they feel like if they have muscles then they feel good about themselves. Which no shame, I feel good about myself when I have muscles too.
Yeah.
Same. But I do think that it's more important to work out. I don't know, like I think physically and mentally I would say are both equal in my opinion for the reasons to work out. But I don't think you should just work out to look good. I think it's really good for your overall life and health and to show your kids good, healthy habits too.
Yeah, I've actually, I follow a lot of influencers that, live healthy lifestyles just because that's the kind of stuff that I want to bring into my life. And a lot of them say that, like, back in the day, I guess you could say, back in the day, they would work out and they would be skinny but they weren't taking care of their bodies. And now I think that in society, it's kind of shifted that focus to the health and wellness portion of it versus the looking good portion. So that's actually something that's positive that's kind of stemming in our society.
Yeah, they've come a long way in that area and that's really good.
Yeah, I like that. My least favorite movement is cardio too.
I think most everybody can agree with that.
Yeah.
I have a workout shirt. I should have wore it for this podcast. It says F cardio.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. I actually found, but cardio is good for you because cardiovascular, your heart and your lungs and all that stuff, it's all good for that too. And so we want to get the blood pumping, and the blood pumping burns the fat, and, it makes your heart stronger and blah, blah, blah.
You also want to have strong muscles for bone health too. Like, as we get older, your bones are going to get weaker, and walking and weightlifting is the most important thing you can do to keep your bones healthy. Not taking calcium, lifting weights.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Cool. I didn't know that. Fun fact.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say is cardio. I don't like cardio. Like, I would rather... The only time you're going to catch me running these days is if something's chasing after me, okay?
My sister likes to say the only time she's running is if it's for the ice cream truck.
Same, girl. But, so I decided to buy, like, a stationary bike.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have the Beachbody one, and I quite like it. But yeah, I decided to do a stationary bike because it's easier on my knees, and it still gets that cardio type feeling, still gets that running type feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot easier on my body. Like, I can't do those HIIT workouts anymore.
No.
It hurts.
Yeah, and like a lot of people do CrossFit and stuff. I bless you if you do that, no judgment, but I will hurt myself.
I feel like I would too, like jumping on those boxes. Whew,
yeah.
You guys
makes my knee hurt just thinking about it.
I have to sneeze.
Don't sneeze. Bless you.
You did it. Oh.
I will say, like, different kinds of workouts too, different places. If you are a person that's not comfortable in a gym, you don't have to go to the gym. You can work out at home.
Yeah.
There's a ton of free streaming stuff on YouTube. That's
how I started.
Yeah. Or you can do like Beachbody On Demand, or there's a whole bunch of other different apps you can do. You can find workouts on Pinterest.
I have a friend that's using this Better Me app right now, and it's like Pilates, wall Pilates. So you don't even need like weights or anything. You just use your own body.
Yeah.
And so it's super easy for her to just like get a 15-20 minute one in and get it done.
So if that's you, stay at home.
Yeah.
Or if you feel like, if you're the type of person that feels amped up when you go to the gym, like there's something about the environment of a gym where you just feel like, yeah, we're all getting it. And I mix it up, so I'll do like a little bit of everything. So I like to work out at home, especially when it's snowing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I also like to go to the gym because I just feel like sometimes the machines can get to areas and muscles that I can't get as easily at home.
With free weights.
I like to jog outside. Any kind of workout outside I feel like is good for you. Mm-hmm. Being out in the sun, getting some vitamin D, some fresh air, just makes you happier.
I know. I'm so glad winter's over because now we can bask in the glory.
If you need a personal trainer, like there are so many options as far as movement, but human beings need more movement.
Yeah, I think us as a society, like, America, I guess I could say. America.
Put down that fry and go outside.
That's gonna be the name of this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm opposite of you because I don't like the gym. I don't like
people. She doesn't like the people.
People.
Ew, gross.
No, I actually really like people, but I just don't, like, I feel not as confident, and I, like, psych myself out in my head, and, like, I have anxiety, and so that's, like, a huge play factor in that, is, like, being there and, like, not feeling good enough, it's all mental. So I decided 7 years ago that I was going to create my own home gym, and now, like, it's taken me 7 years to get to where I have all the things, so it's not like I just went and bought anything, and I got shit from yard sales.
That's what I was just gonna say. People are always getting rid of exercise equipment at yard sales.
Yeah.
Check out the yard sales, you'll find stuff.
So yeah, I just kind of started creating my own little gym, and now I have like my own little sanctuary at home where I just I go into my gym room, and it's not very big, it's just like a little sunroom. And
you don't need a lot of space.
No.
Like I use my living room.
Yeah, it's not that. I don't like, you've seen the workout room. It's probably like 8x8
Yeah.
at the most, you
Yeah.
know? So, yeah, and I just go in there and it's my own little sanctuary and I'm comfortable and I can sweat and I can fart and I can, do all the things
Whatever
and
you
cuss
need to do.
and
Dance.
dance.
You know what? I do have a hard time at the gym not dancing or like singing to a song, like music will come on and I'm just like, don't dance, don't dance. Internally, I'm like,
See, I could just do that at home. It doesn't matter. Nobody's there.
Hey, guys, exercise and movement does not have to be serious.
No, it
like,
doesn't.
You can do something with friends, like a challenge,
do
like
you
a
remember,
workout group.
Do you remember COVID when we did the workout dance thing?
So, we, 4 of us, got online. It was during COVID. We were quarantined to our houses.
We were quarantined.
And we what did we do for
It was
like
like a-
FaceTime or something?
I think it was FaceTime.
So we did like FaceTime, and then on our TVs or on our computers we pulled up the same workout. It was like a dance video.
Yeah.
And we all did it at the same time. We pushed play at the same time, did it at the same time, and we were cracking.
It was the best thing ever. And it didn't take hardly anything. It was just us in our living rooms quarantining, our kids staring at us funny, and just it was the funnest time. So literally you can work out anywhere.
Yeah. And it can be fun.
Yeah, it can be so fun.
Let's talk about how people make time to work out. People that don't have time, you have to make time.
Yes.
I told Wade, I want to just tell you, sorry.
Okay, no.
This is really funny. I was in the car with him today, and I said something about we were going to go to the gym in the mornings, and he's like, I just don't have time before work starts. And I said, you don't have time. You make time. And I did this little woo thing with my hand, and I was like, listen, if you have goals over here, and you don't do the actions to set you up for the goals over here, then you will never get to over there.
Yes.
You have to go over there. You have to do the things to get to things.
Yes. And what did he say to that?
He kind of rolled his eyes and looked at me like I was insane, but I'm quite used to that at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. I get the same look too.
Yeah.
But
fine. I'm comfortable
you make
with it.
a pretty fucking good point. I'm just saying. Like,
Yeah.
you got the goals, you do the things, you get the goal.
It really is as simple as that too. Like we overcomplicate it. Like, here's my goal. I would like to work out more. Or let's even make it more broad. I want to be healthier.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to change anything.
Nope.
Then you're not going to get healthier.
You're not
Period.
gonna get
That's
healthier.
that's just the way it works.
Yeah.
And getting healthier may be more complicated than just working out, but that's a good place to start.
Right.
Gets the endorphins going, gets you feeling good, and then you're like, okay, I've got this thing down.
Mm-hmm.
What else can I add? Maybe I'll start having like a healthy dinner.
Right. We talk about that in our morning routines, was it? Episode?
I don't know.
Okay. I just recall talking about adding things on gradually.
Oh,
to the routine.
yes.
Yeah.
We did talk about that in morning routines.
But exercise is perfect starting point, I think, because it's simple, you know?
Yeah.
It's simple enough to do, and you don't have to do it for like 2-3 hours. Like even if I can get in like a 15-20 minute session every once, like if I am short on time and I could do like 15-20 minutes of like just some little HIIT workout or you know, like little movement thing, that's enough. Like if you just do that on a daily basis, that's enough.
I think 30 minutes, in my opinion, is like the best amount of time. I can get a good workout in 30 minutes and stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm doing 75 hard, which if you guys have not heard of that, it is hard. Okay? You have to drink a gallon of water a day, which is the hardest part of the whole thing. I hate it. I don't want to drink that much water. I want to drink hot tea and not water. You have to take a progress picture every day.
Oh, wow.
And if you forget any of these things, you have to start over at day 1. So it's 75 days of doing these things.
You have a little checklist for yourself?
Yes. There's an app.
Okay.
You have to pick a diet, stick to it, no cheating. Not one cheat. You cheat one tiny bite, you start over at day 1. You have to read 10 pages of a personal development book every day.
Which is really easy.
That part's really easy for me. And you have to do 2 45-minute workouts every day, one of which has to be outside, even if it's snowing. Raining,
which
thundering.
Explains why you told me you were walking in the snow the other day.
Yes, it does.
Good for you. Good for you. What day are you on?
37, I think.
Ooh, that's awesome.
And let me tell you what, I came into this thinking like this is going to be really hard. Not as hard as I thought it was going to be. And that's how it is with exercise too. Like you think this is going to be so hard.
This is going to suck.
And you get into it and you're like, oh, that really wasn't that bad.
Right.
Even walking in the snow the other day, I was freezing my butt off before I even left the house. And I was like, this is going to suck. I'm going to hate this. And I'm out there and I'm in the fresh air. And yeah, it was cold, but I had a jacket on. I had gloves. I had all the things. And I was like, it's really not that bad.
It's not that bad. And it's beautiful outside.
Yeah. And I really felt better afterwards too.
Yeah.
And I almost don't work out anymore for the workout. I work out for how I'm going to feel after the workout.
Same. So I want to circle back because you said you mentioned something about working out for the people who don't have time. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So that's me. Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me.
Tell us more, Taylor.
So, definitely don't sound like her, but no. So I, single mom, work full time, probably more than full time. I got a lot of shit going on in my life, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I can have a bazillion excuses as to why I can't press play or work out for that day. So, the last 2 weeks, I have been feeling normal. So, if you've listened to any other episodes, you know that I've been, like, dealing with depression and, like, on medication and stuff. So, I finally am feeling, like, the normalcy in my life. So 2 weeks ago, I decided that I'm going to consistently work out in the morning. So I'm actually establishing my morning routine again.
I'm so proud of you.
I know. I feel great. I feel great. I find myself smiling driving to work in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
You know that feeling?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So I have just got up, no snoozing. Here's my list. I'm going to share it with you. It's my accountability list, okay?
I like lists. I'm a big list fan.
I'm a huge list fan. I have 22 notes in my phone, and they're all lists about something. Let me show where it's at. I can't find it. Okay, well, probably should delete some of these since I have 22 of them. But anyway, so it's no snooze. That's the first one. No snooze. Got to get out of bed by any means necessary. Mm-hmm. Whatever I got to talk myself into, I'm going to get out of bed. And then I get out of bed. I take my supplements. I got to heat up my workout room because there's no heating in there. So I just let the heater run while I get ready, get ready to work out. I do my workout. And then, it's so cool because at the end of the day, when I would tell myself I was going to work out at the end of the day, I wouldn't because I'd have an excuse. So now at the end of the day, I come home and I'm like, oh, I'm so glad that I did that in the morning.
That's why I'm a morning workout person, because so many things can happen during your day that will make you not able to do your workout. Who knows what the day's going to throw at you? There could be an emergency. You can have to go out of town. Your car could break down. There's always something.
Right.
Your kid could be sick. They forgot to tell you they have a school project due tomorrow. There's so many things that can go wrong with the afternoon. So my rule of thumb is to get it done in the morning. Right. And if you're a person that says you don't have time, I'm going to just address that again, so I'm calling you out a little bit here, okay?
Yeah.
I don't have a conventional job the way you do, except for 1 day a week.
Right.
That 1 day a week, I have to be to work at 6. Okay. I get up at 3:45 to get my workout in before I go.
Nice.
Now, I can make a bunch of excuses why I'm busy too. I'm writing a book. I'm trying to figure out how to market it. I am trying to get my coaching business going.
Right.
I'm trying to get my speaking business going. We're doing this podcast. I work 1 day a week at the hospital. I have 6 freaking kids at home.
Yeah.
One of which is 3 and is the hardest of all of them. I have a very needy boyfriend. I cook dinner. I am the only person that cleans in my house, it feels like most days. There's a bazillion things I need to do every single day.
Yeah, yeah.
But I have to make me a priority.
Yep.
Or none of those things matter. I can get all those things done and I am going to have a crappy day because I didn't take care of me first.
Oh, that is so important to remember is it kind of sets the tone for the day too.
Oh my God, it so sets the tone for the day.
Because then you're putting yourself first thing in the morning before anybody has an ask or a task for you to do.
Yeah. And get up early. Get up before them. If you're worried, if you have a hard time saying no to your kids or saying no to your partner, get up before them. And if your partner doesn't like you to get out of bed and wants you to cuddle them, explain to them, like, I need to do this for me, and I need you to be supportive of that.
Yeah.
And if they're not, just karate chop them right in the throat.
Sorry to your partner. I'm just kidding.
If they try and hold on to you, just elbow straight to the gut.
Yeah. So, you know what? And I prefer to get it done in the morning because it just to summarize, sets the tone for the day. I have time for me, you know, and
frees up the rest of your day.
Yep. I can get home and not have to, you know, tack that on to the
list
of
endorphins going. You're a better human. You're not as stressed at work. Like,
yes, it's just all the things. Yeah. All the things are so good. And I was going to say, too, like how you mentioned you get up at 3:45 on your work day. When you worked full time, you did that. Yeah. And you fucking killed it.
I had I had to get up at like 3:30. Yeah. To do all my stuff before being to work at 6. Yeah.
Yeah. So, still killing it, in my opinion.
Yeah. So, it's not a matter of do you have time. It's a matter of make time.
Make time. Yep. Yeah. If that's your goal, if your goal is to work out more, make the time for it.
There is a way. It doesn't matter how complicated your schedule is. There is a way. Maybe you get a 30-minute lunch break. Eat a sandwich while you go walk outside.
Yep.
There's something you can do.
Yeah, anything. I want to talk about the motivation for working out, for having that to be a goal. Because we were talking earlier, some people do it for the physical aspects of it. I like to do it for the mental and emotional aspects of it, and not necessarily to be thin. So
I would say motivation is a lie.
Yeah?
Motivation is a lie. You're not going to wake up with motivation every day, no matter how bad you want it.
That's true.
What you need is discipline. If you have a routine and you are disciplined and you know that even when you don't want to do it, you're going to do it because you're disciplined.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
Ooh, that just spoke to me.
I'm pretty sure Mel Robbins told me that, so shout out Mel Robbins. But
I like that, though.
Or maybe it was David Goggins. I don't know. Somebody smarter than I am said that.
Oh, no. Well, it spoke to me, so I appreciate that because, yeah, gotta have discipline to be able to do that.
If you rely on motivation, there are going to be days when you're not motivated.
That's true.
And then you're going to be like, what's wrong with me that I can't be motivated? Nothing's wrong with you. Nobody's motivated every day. Some days you're going to be tired. Some days you're going to feel like crap. Some days you're just not going to wanna.
But you have to be disciplined. You're right.
Yes.
You're right. What are some ways that help people be disciplined?
Practice.
Yeah. Just doing it. Consistency? Yeah. Oh, that is such a hard thing for
Having a routine. Like, you're starting with your morning routine.
Yes.
When you quit your morning routine, how do you feel?
Like shit.
And when you start it again, you remember how crappy you feel when you quit, so you try to keep doing it.
Yeah, and that's where I'm at right now.
And the more you keep doing it, the less times you quit.
Right.
And that's not to say you're not going to have a bad day and sometimes you quit. Like, maybe you will quit. But you, at the end of the day, if you keep going, you keep trying, you will have that discipline.
Mm-hmm. And you know what else working out is doing for me from creating this consistency and discipline is I'm learning to appreciate my body, and I'm learning to love my body for what it can accomplish.
Yeah. Like, it's not all about big muscles and feeling good, like looking in the mirror. It's about feeling good, feeling your body.
Yes.
On the inside.
Okay, so we can look at, like, the statistical, do they still use, like, the BMI stuff? BMI index?
I mean, a lot of people do.
Okay, so if we're looking at the BMI index, guys, I am, like, obese, okay?
She's also really short.
I'm 5'1". But, so I'll tell me, I'm 5'1", 165. So
I like how I called you really short, but I'm only an inch taller than you.
You're so short.
She's really short. Sorry. Continue.
No, it's okay. So like 165, like that's overweight for my body, my height. However, to me, I feel strong, and I like I don't consider myself obese, and I don't think anybody really would, because I'm not because I take care of my body.
And at the end of the day, who cares what
who the fuck cares?
Says?
Yeah,
who cares what some numbers on the scale?
That's what I was gonna get at. Yeah. Thank you for bringing me back to that. Yes.
What matters is how you feel. Like,
yes.
The whole point is to have a happy, beautiful, wonderful life.
Yeah.
And to feel good inside your body. We talked about this before, last week before, something like that.
Loving yourself.
Where this is home.
Yes.
You're in this body for the rest of your life.
What are you going to give it?
Yeah. Is it going to feel like home, or is it going to feel like a jail cell?
Right.
Love this body. And working out does help with that.
Love yourself. And it helps with, okay, so we were raised in a culture where people were shamed for being a size that I am.
You know what's funny though? People are shamed for everything. I was listening to an interview with Megan Fox, and she said this line that just stuck with me. She said, "They made me into a sex symbol. I didn't want to be a sex symbol. This is just how I looked. And then they crucified me for it." So they created this image, and then they crucified me for the image that they created for me.
And it speaks so highly in society though, because that's what we were raised on. We were raised with all of these magazines and these beautiful women and these thin, super thin, some too thin women. And we were told that this is what we need to look like. This is the model that you have, that you need to look like to be acceptable.
Yeah, which is bullshit, because everybody looks different and everybody is supposed to look different.
Yes.
Guess what? My feet are big and I have really long toes.
And she can grab things with them.
Yes, I can. And I am not shamed about it one bit. And I pass that on to my daughter, and she loves to freak people out with her toes.
I love it too. Yeah.
Everybody's different.
Everybody's different, and every body is different.
Yes, and it's supposed to be. Can you imagine how boring it would be if we all looked exactly alike?
I know. Be no fun for the guys.
What the hell is the point? What is the point?
Right.
The point is the differences.
Yes.
I love when I meet somebody that is like got a weird, quirky, something weird about them, and I'm just like, "Ooh, you're different. I like you. Let's be friends."
Tell me more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love being different, and I love the differences that other people have.
Yeah. I like sharing. So what I like sharing the most is because like I am a thicker girl, right? But I freaking wear my thickness. And I fucking love it.
You wear it well.
And I love it. And I love it. And I know that my body is healthy. And I know that my body is strong. And I know that my body is capable doing things. Like, okay, so for instance, this last ski year, I went skiing with 3 teenagers, 14, 15, 16, and I freaking killed them down the hill every fucking time. And I was like,
and you were like,
boom.
Bye.
You know, that is an amazing body. You know, that my body can do that at 36 years old. That's awesome. And I hope I can do that at 56 and 76 and, you know.
You know what's funny? Like, the things that we usually hate most about our bodies are the things that, like, become things we love about our bodies, I feel.
Yeah.
Like,
that's true.
I hated how big my thighs were.
Yeah, you never wore shorts, and now you wear them all the time.
I never wore shorts.
Never.
Ever. And now, as soon as summer hits, I'm like,
shorts,
baby. Because I realized other people actually like thick thighs. Like, my sister used to wish she had thick thighs. She always had real slender legs, and I always wished I had her legs. She always wished she had my legs. And it's just so funny, like, the things that we're so self-conscious about are the things that people admire about us a lot of times. Or even if they're quirky, weird, like my long toes, like, it's okay. Like, have fun with it. It doesn't have to be so serious.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Just love the skin you're in, love the body you're in. Every body has different uniqueness to them, and let's cherish that. Let's cherish that and love that.
And show yourself love by